Good morning, everyone. Good morning for Friday the 13th. That's November the 13th, 2020. And thank you for being here. Cheers. Coffee. Okay, so I've got some cards here. They wanted to be done this way. I don't know. Stuff is weird. So it still seems a bit spooky out here, like what the heck is going to happen in so many different ways, right? So I just thought I'd shake it up a little bit. We'll start with the Audacious Angels. Kind of funky cute, right? All right, so this card is about a play date. So it talks about, it's time to lighten up, just have some fun. Um, Take some time just to do something that makes you happy. And be silly, laughing, crack jokes, make cookies. I don't know, lighten up the energy, doing something fun. That kind of takes you back to when you were a kid or something like that. Okay? That's really important. So the next card here is Iris and its messenger. So this card is about bringing in. It's a message of good news and abundance, and like irises are so beautiful and plentiful, and they grow so big, fast, come in all different colors. So it's like an example of great abundance, but it's also the messenger telling you that abundance is on its way. Interesting, right? So next we're going to go to Art Through the Soul Oracle. And this is Rosalind Remembrance. So a deep secret will come to light. Okay, so this is about, there's this old movie about these people under the stairs. And it was like this house and these people lived under the stairs and they were really spooky. And that's what this card reminds me of. You can see something underneath there and it's like picking at something until you got to go there and look because you're being drawn there. The people under the stairs in that movie were not good people. They were it was a spooky movie, so they were like monsters, whatever you want to consider at the time. It was a really cheap and a bad movie, but it always reminded me, this always reminds me of that. What you don't realize is even there, a whole family of creepos were under the stairs. When I said that, what got in your head? Some stuff that's being brought to light, maybe? I'll leave it at that. Leave that with you, okay? Next one, we're going to look over here, and this is just energy. You can put it wherever you want it. I have the Ace of Pentacles. See, remember we talked about the abundance, the abundance. And new opportunities with the Iris. And this comes from being able to think of and playing again. So when we play, we use our imagination and stuff like that. It takes us back into the creative energy when we play. Ace of Pentacles is about the gift of the offer from the divine of abundance. Okay, the offer of a new opportunity. It's something that can grow. It's a seed, but it's a big seed, And looking up for it, looking at the positive things. I think I'm looking up at a bug that I might have to kill in a minute. Anyway, false alarm. Anyway, better I squish it than it landing on me. Okay, that's all I can say. Anyway, so Ace of Pentacles is about the offer from the divine of abundance. Here you go. If you want it, it's right here. So no matter what happens, it's always on the table or always hanging out there. We can't see it a lot of times. How in the world is this going to lead to abundance? But I know for myself that my life really reflects my thoughts. So if I go, this is just not a bad show. It's not going to be a good show, because I do festivals. It's going to be a bad show. And so if I say, well, I'll go with the flow of the show, but I know that I'm always provided what I need. It's not always what I want, but I always find a way to make it work. And just when I was, just a little side note, when I was not self-employed, I worked for someone else. It was harder. And that's weird. I mean, it seems like the gains were harder because, like, at least self-employment, you can come up with a chunk sometimes when you couldn't come with it up with it otherwise. And that's where that benefit is, that you could set your own pace sometimes, or take the time you need off to take people to the hospital, or your parents, or whatever, or to just go take a nap. So, yeah, we work a lot when we're self-employed. I don't know who this is for, but we work a lot anyway, right? Because I was working 2 jobs when I 31 days in a row, and I finally said, my daughter needs to have heart surgery again. I couldn't get FMLA. I don't know why I'm telling you this story too, but it's time I just go, because it was like they couldn't even help me fill out my paperwork right. So I just like, look, okay, I'm listening. Okay, I don't know who that's for. You can play and work and be happy. You can work at creating your own opportunity. That's what this is. It's a new opportunity, a job for somebody. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about this. Thanks, guys. Oh, okay. So let's turn this one over. So this is King of Wands. So reverse. So this is well, of course, it's fire energy. King of Wands could be Sag, Aries, or Leo. Doesn't have to be. It's masculine energy, but doesn't have to be. Now, when this is reversed. Okay, so this is a misuse of power. This is somebody who, for example, if it's a boss, it's somebody who doesn't really listen to their workers, that wants, kind of wants it done their way and doesn't listen to how they feel. Yeah, it's just okay. The secret, and this right here, it's a flame. It's also the flame. So when I get King of Wands, this could be somebody that's abusive and it's a misuse of passionate energy. You get it? So what's the secret under the stairs about that misuse of the passionate energy by a king? Or a grown man, or a grandpa, or a leader, or a boss, or teacher. Somebody that's supposed to be supposed to know, supposed to be the leader, supposed to show us the way, someone we trusted. What is the secret under the stairs? We're having a hard time seeing, okay? Somehow the shift into abundance, the shift into maybe being your own boss, or walking your own path, however that looks, doing your own training, is kind of going to get you out of the place where you couldn't see it before, because now it becomes obvious to somebody, okay? Okay, next card over here, we have the Six of Cups. So this is, so we talk about the remembrance, and right next to remembrance is the children, okay? So this may have something to do with your childhood, your inner child. Maybe your inner child is trapped under the stairs with those people. I don't know. Maybe. So now this is nostalgia when it's upright nostalgia. Innocence. So maybe there's a secret about somebody's innocence. Have they lost their innocence? And sometimes we can have a good memory. We don't realize what memory means until later. And it's like we put this sugar coating around it to protect that it could have been something else. Okay, I'm just being asked to point that out. That it might mean something else, that nostalgia that you have of something in your childhood, somebody's childhood. Okay, it doesn't have to be for everyone. Okay, Okay, but that remembrance, the secret, the realization of the secret and the misuse of this passionate power creates this burden, this great burden. Maybe it creates it. It creates it the whole time before somebody knows. But after somebody knows, it's even greater because then they realize what I've been looking at this whole time. Yeah. Okay. Continuing on. Two of Cups. So at the Two of Cups here, so this is about like a commitment in love. It's a commitment where you feel like the other person really sees you. So they're asking me to ask you if this other person that you're in a commitment or you're thinking of, that maybe it was an older commitment, maybe that's this person here that you still love. Did they really see you? Or did you see what you reflected back, what they reflected back to you? Because it's upright. It's, it's almost like this and this is an illusion. Somehow it's sugar coated. And I'm a lover. I'm a Gemini. Gemini's a lover. Okay. We're lovers, not fighters, but we're also truth tellers and seekers. Okay. And so sometimes that, you could say, it gets us in trouble, but I'd rather be in trouble that way than, I'm not comparing myself to anybody, but so I'm just telling you, sometimes we end up single a lot because we want the truth. And it doesn't always coincide with people that mirror back just what we see. Does that make sense? Okay. So, but it could be a totally good relationship. It could be you finding the other side of yourself and finding real balance. It doesn't have to be an illusion of somebody mirroring back who you are. Because we want them to see us for who we are, right? But it's right up above this King of Wands. So this may be, I thought he really saw me for who I was. It's above that. And it's next to this abundance card. We're going to think about that. Okay, so next card is Gentle Gardener. This is great. Okay, it's a 2, which is a decision. 2 of Cups, another decision. Okay. Take a look at this one real quick. Be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. The Gentle Gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. There you go. That's a reflection of ourselves, right? Okay. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. The Gentle Gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. Okay, so here's the guidance of this reading. The secret that will come to light, you can handle it. You could handle it or wouldn't be here right now. It doesn't matter what it is. You go back and get that piece of yourself. You can be whole again. Sometimes these kind of things are to show you how resilient and strong you are and get you ready for the next thing. So you can help others. So you can be stronger. So you can understand what's reflecting back to you. So you can discern whether it's you or whether it's somebody seeing you for who you really are and loving you because of it. It's all about love. It's always about love. But it's about truth. And truth needs to be seen because if we're not seeing the truth of a situation of our past or whatever, we need to see it at the time because there's levels to everything, then we are not, what we're putting out isn't truth. What we're putting out is a distortion. So what we get back is a distortion, So being back, play date. There's something that's going to help you remember when you were a child, something you like to do. And there's abundance of good things coming. But that's also maybe going to trigger somebody on something from their past. And it's going to unfold. But it's time. And I think there's somewhere inside of you, it's time. And there's a reason you can handle this. It's okay to ask for help from your guides. And why am I seeing this now? What point is this now? It's okay. It's okay to get mad and say, how was this there and I didn't know? It's okay to do all that. Everything you're feeling because of this, no matter what it is okay. That's one of the first things. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to cry. It's okay because you're a human being, not a doing, like one of the other readings said a couple days ago. It's getting back to who you are so you can project that out in the world and you'll get honest people in return. Okay? I love you. Wasn't an easy one. Take care, and Friday the 13th can be a lucky day too. Why not? It's up to us how we think about it, right? All right, take care.